on the ground. It's Swift to start the drive. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to midfield. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And oh, he coughed it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to...
Let's go, baby.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Going with a big fullback wide. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The Cowboys hit 9-3 here on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust instead of just talking about winning.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender pick. One of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Hurts. Brown with the stick skills. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
.42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down. They'll run left with Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Pollard gets it off the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, his third rushing touchdown on the year. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Back to the running game with Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Purdy. Oh, and his his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Into space at the 45. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Najee Harris, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Desmond Ridder, terrific in the victory, as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
69 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They go play action here. Purdy
sliding out of the pocket.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard,
36 yards.
And the Cowboys. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man to the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
And able to get this to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Touchdown, Eagles!
DeAndre Swift. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this third quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when we were
got
kids?
the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is going to recover his own fumble, but boy, a big, big loss on this play. Wow.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Play action. Now Purdy.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, it's Pollard. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Being chased out left. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Back to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Here's first down.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll look to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
This is Smith with a grab. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Cowboys down by 1. 24 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Purdy to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Purdy with 1 final shot here.
This for all the marbles. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The buys are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week.
18 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Now a give here to Pollard.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down at 7. Purdy off the play fake.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points...
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, it's Allen. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught by Lamb.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. He's got room at the 30.
And finally taken down at the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving core to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
James Cook. Here's Bass now to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. It's a gain of 35.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Purdy.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 20-yard touchdown. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons
in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Taking it about the 16.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Harris running straight ahead. About 3 yards there to the 27. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. On first down, Allen setting up the screen, Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now inside the 25.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 57 yards.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Left side to Lamb. He's across midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Allen going to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. An option handoff given to Harris.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They pitch it to Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
From 3 yards out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield. Take their...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Purdy. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
It's a gain of 35. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball.
And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5.
They run again with Harris.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
This one from 46 yards out.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on
on to their lead.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 10.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
54 yards rushing.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bills, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for